How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Appreciate you guys all coming back to see this build. It's been a lot of work building this hood, so we're going to continue on with this video, and we're doing the wiring right now, and we're going to be using this flex line, and this gives us our industrial look that we're kind of going for. We're going to be cutting it with a 4-inch grinder, and you can buy these little pieces. I can get a pack of 5. They're little adapters that go on this, so we can cut this any length we want, hook all of our wires up, and that's going to be nice because it's going to protect our wiring. So we're going to go ahead and start cutting some of these. Hopefully this works out. I didn't want to buy a big roll. They got this in big rolls, but it's very expensive, so I just tried to get a small roll. This is like an 8-foot piece, not cheap. Snap that in here. Very tight. And then we'll be able to put our flex line in there, get us a Phillips screwdriver, and tighten that bad boy up. Then we'll have our line. And that's going to be our protective shield over our wire. Okay, I had to run in and pick up some 90-degree connections for this flex line, and they do have them. So in order for me to get them all in the box where I need them, I had to go pick a few of these up. So I do believe this is going to have an industrial look for sure. We just got to get all this wired up, and then I'll show you guys how I got it wired up when I get completely done with it. These little connections are nice because I can put my wire through the hole like this, slide it around. Once I get it slid around there, like so, you have this little plate you can put over the top of it, and it's got a couple bolts, and that gives you your connection. These wires should be well protected. We're using high temperature wire with the metal. I think that's going to work out just fine for us. Alright, that's pretty tidy right there, I think so. We just got to get these hooked into the lights, and then we'll have to bring the motor down from the top into this one, and then we'll hook our motor into here, and then we'll have a wire that comes out of here to plug them both in. Okay, we have our first light wired up in there. Now we're going to put our cover on here because we're going to paint these covers black as well as everything else. No, that ain't an industrial look. I don't know what is. And like I said, we're going to be painting all this black. We want to make sure we get everything wired up. Alright, all of our wiring is done. We still have to build a little thing that's going to cover this motor. We're not going to cover the top of it. We're just going to go around the 3 sides, leave the back and the top open so this motor can stay cool. Now that we got it all wired up, I went ahead and put the lights in it. Now, when we turn the switch on, it's already wired up in the house for a switch. So when we turn the switch on, it's just like this thing being plugged in. I have a switch on an outlet. So I'm going to plug it in, make sure the fan's working, and I put the bulbs in there. And we got oven bulbs in there. So we're going to check everything out, make sure it's working. Oh, that fan's nice. Oh, and there's our lights. 2 lights in there. I think that's going to give us plenty of light down on our food. That thing does blow some serious air. I'm just hoping it, keeps up with the griddle and keeps the heat out of there. That's going to be really nice. So now I'm going to clean this up and go ahead and paint all those wiring and finish painting the drum itself. And this thing is almost finished. I went in and picked up a piece of metal, marked it out. This is going to be our cover for over top of our motor here. And I was trying to cut it, see if I could cut it with a pair of tin snips. And it seems like it's cutting pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing cut out. And then we're going to take it over to the brake. And we're going to bend it how we want it to cover that motor. I'll take it to the sander and clean up these edges. So I just took it to the sander and cleaned up the edges on here so they're not sharp from where we cut it. Now what we want to do is we want to cut down, because this is where we want to bend this thing. We're going to cut down, and we're going to cut down again right here. And then we're going to cut these just in a little bit of an angle. Try to get them at maybe not quite a 45. That's where our bend is going to be. Now these don't have to be perfect because nobody will see both sides at the same time. Okay, well that's what we have. So we'll take this to the brake and we'll bend a 90-degree angle right there. Right on that line right there. Now we'll bend that in our 90. That looks pretty good. Now the only thing is my brake won't bend these, so we have to bend these by hand. Hopefully we can make these look pretty good. We'll figure out something. Okay, this is what I came up with. Now this metal is not really that thick, so I should be able to bend this in a 90 with my hands. And we're gonna see. I think it's not gonna be an issue. We don't want a complete 90. Once we have it bent a little bit, then we can finish bending it while it's up there. So we'll go ahead and set this up on the other side the same way. Slide these guys over. Line the front and the back up. Put our clamp on there. And then go ahead and bend this one the same way. Now we should have something that will set right up there and cover that motor. So now I think this is going to work perfect up there. It's going to cover the motor. You're not going to be able to see the motor. It's going to allow air to go all the way around it with no problems at all. And all we have to do is drill 3 holes, and we'll use some small self-tapping screws and put it right down on there, and you'll never see that motor. That's pretty cool. I like that. It'll work. So now we'll take it back off, paint it, and then put it back on. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put this screw in.
And then level the other side.
Yeah, and then level the other side.
Do you have the thing on?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, okay, because I was standing right in front of it.
Okay, grab that other side. You can walk inside of it.
Okay.
I'm going to get my bit. I just didn't want to scratch the wall up, you know what I mean? Okay.
Okay, we're gonna level
Now
on
we
this
put
side.
a level on this.
Okay.
Down a little bit.
Down. Oops. Oh, I can't really see. Can you see? Because you're
Up a little bit. Right there.
right there.
Gotta keep it right there.
Oh, boy.
Got it?
I think so.
Okay, I got it started enough
Okay.
where we can pull this screw out, drill it back in.
Why can't I take them out?
Because I gotta drill that.
Oh. No. Oh, it worked. Did it break?
No, just let it come out.
Oh.
I want to drill them because I don't want to split the board behind it. Now we can put our screws in. Go ahead and grab that side. This has to be taken back out to the garage and repainted anyhow.
Yeah, let me get it. You'll have to line up the hole because I can't see.
Yeah, well, let's just move the griddle under it and see. See, I actually thought about taking that thing off over there. Because you can't put it right up against the wall. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
And I
kind
can't
of
move
offset.
If I move it over to the center, that thing would be clear over against the window. And then it puts my pipe in the wrong spot. See, I was going to take this, slide it up. That's what I was going to do. Okay, now that we got our hood mounted to the wall, we're going to go ahead and bring the rest of the hood in, and we're going to mark the hole that we'll need to drill through the outside up there for the exhaust. Dead center. Looks good. Okay, we even painted our little screws that are going to go in this guy. We're going to go ahead and bolt this thing on. This is going to work out really nice to cover up that motor and them wires so you can't see them. And that's one thing we don't want to do. We don't want to see the wiring or the motor. And I think this was a good alternative to doing something else with it. I think our little plate turned out pretty nice. Not too bad. It definitely hides the motor and the wiring up in there. Pretty nice. Now you won't be able to see from the top because it'll be so high up. The only thing you're going to see is this here. And we got plenty of room around that motor to keep that motor cool. Okay, I think we're going to stop this video here. The next time you see it, it will be all together. I kind of want to surprise you guys with a reveal on this thing once it's in. As you've seen, we mounted the bracket to the wall. We got the hole drilled for the exhaust pipe to go out the wall. So the next time you see it, it'll be completely done. All the paint will be on it, the trim will be on it, and it'll be above the blackstone griddle. I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.